Daryl and his brother stayed over here. They since moved out. Brian Lawton stayed right there. His mom still stays there. Yeah, still love it. Yeah, still remember my old telephone number.
And so many other vivid details from his younger days in the D. Fox 2 photographer James Jackson knows his childhood streets like nobody else. Times passed, things have changed, but those formative years growing up around Telegraph and 7 Mile, or Tel 7, are alive in his memory.
Our neighborhood was kind of like a block. It was kind of enclosed in, so if you lived in this neighborhood, you know, you knew everybody. Not too many outsiders came in because we were kind of protected by Telegraph, 7 Mile, and Shiawassee cut this neighborhood off.
James took us for a ride around his corner of the city and back in time to the 1970s when things were much different here. His family moved to Detroit from Georgia looking for a better life. James is the oldest of 3 children. His dad worked for Chrysler for 35 years, while his mom worked 3 decades at General Motors.
All my friends, everything I knew, right here in this neighborhood. This street, these couple blocks here, helped make me the man who I am today, along with my parents. I walked this neighborhood without no fear. I walked to that corner store without no fear. All of us did.
Back in the days when I was young, I'm not a kid anymore, but some days I sit and wish I was a kid again.
So you see, look at the houses, they're still together.
The neighborhood's intact, but it's not what it used to be. There are gates up now to keep out the crime, more businesses, increased traffic. And the tight-knit community that brought James and all of his friends together has slowly unraveled.
Well, most of us came in the 70s, and the neighborhood was, at that time, predominantly white. And then as we moved in, they moved out for the most part.
All our parents knew each other. We all played together.
Everybody's parents raised each other.
If somebody mama see you get in trouble, they'll call your mother, and your mother call your father, and then it was the end.
If I had to pick a time in my life to go back to, I would go back to this neighborhood, back in the 70s, early 80s.
It was just a beautiful place to grow up. We had each other's backs, we looked out for each other, we loved each other.
I'll let you two take care now.
All right.
They still love each other, and they love Detroit, which is why the Tel 7 crew wants to share this story. James and his friends believe the keys to the future can be found in the past, in their memories of this Detroit neighborhood that worked, thrived, and brought people together.
Tel 7!
Every weekend, one or the other would cross over and play each other in football, and it was, man, epic. The whole neighborhood would come out and watch.
I remember back then, most of our parents were working. We had good jobs, and there was a steady income, you know, back then, and everybody over here owned their home also.
I would like to see children outside again, the senior citizens happy and sitting on the porch. That was our environment.
Help beautify the neighborhood. Stop burning down the neighborhoods. Stop robbing and stealing from each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes the neighborhood whole. Detroit will be a better place to live once the security, the people police themselves. You know, police yourselves. You don't have to worry about the police every waking moment in your neighborhood. But if you're gonna rob, steal, kill, shoot, nobody's gonna live here. Detroit is like a gold mine. You know what I'm saying? That's what people don't understand. Dan Gilbert's building all this stuff downtown. He's building it for a reason, you know. Look at this neighborhood. Look at some of these houses. The grass is manicured. You know, people take care of their property. People want to be in this city. It's fine to build up downtown, but neighborhoods are not built in downtown places. Families don't live downtown. You know, come back to the neighborhoods. Give people an incentive to come back.
An incentive like the Tel 7 families had when they came here, looking for a clean, safe place to raise their kids. There's money coming, $300 million in federal grants, and pledges to tear down abandoned buildings across the city. Soon we'll have a new mayor. All signs of changes to come. In Detroit, Robin Schwartz, Fox 2 News.
But I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes it will.